Now, good morning. It was 5:55 when I woke up from this dream. Very, it seemed so real. I almost got scared because of something, but not scared. I was kind of happy, sad. Now, straight to the point. As you can see, I literally just woke up, and I did not want to go in the living room in the other room to just give you guys a reading. This was what the reading was about. Now, one thing about it, two things for sure. I had a dream, and the dream was mainly about a little baby, a baby. Now, in my dream, I had a son that was adopted. He was brown skinned, very, very handsome. He had kind of like little tiny freckles on his face, just like I do. He had tiny freckles on his face like me. He was very handsome. I'm telling y'all. So it was like the baby was adopted in my dream. Like he was mine, but he was adopted, and I don't fucking know how he was adopted. But it came. It felt so long, felt so real, but it was so short. Cause I woke up like, okay, where the rest of the story? But it felt like it was something that was really happening in life, like now, like today, or like in life. But the baby, the family, I guess, sent him to me. I picked him up at the airport. He was so happy. He was 5 at that time. When I picked him up from the airport, he was a baby in a stroke in a car seat. For some odd ass reason, I had my baby in the car seat in the trunk. But then every time I would have him in the trunk as we were on the road going somewhere, I would immediately stop. I didn't know if y'all could hear me. But I would immediately stop the car just to put my child in the back seat because I would be like, I felt like that was so weird. I felt like that was so weird, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he even in the? Why did I put? Like some reason he was in the back trunk in his car seat. Like that was an extra spot for children to go, but for me, I'm like, he needs to be in the back seat where I can see him, where he can have fresh air, he can breathe. So every time, 2 times, I stopped to put him in the back seat. For me, guys, I feel like that right there was speaking about someone that could have had an abortion, some at a late age, at a late time, where the baby was developed. It had a soul, it had a spirit within it. Um, I also feel like it was a part of the trunk itself closed off in the dark was a part of miscarriages. Someone could have had a miscarriage here as well. And also, a lot of people had to put their children up for adoption. Till this day, they are sad, or had to let family keep them until a certain age, so and so, so and so. That's part of the trunk. That was what the trunk was mainly about, like an abortion, miscarriage, and adoption. That trunk was shut off, and it was like totally worried and concerned. It was like a regretful feeling of the child being in the trunk and needing to be in the back seat. So, you probably could have been, in your head a lot about that abortion, about that miscarriage, about that adoption, just about losing a child. So, for some freaking reason, that's what that trunk was basically speaking about. And I know for a fact that's what the trunk meant, but I am still bothered. I'm not sad, guys. I'm just like emotional. I even was shedding some tears after what the little boy was saying while we were walking in the mall. So that's what this is going to be about today. Well, this freaking early morning. I was finna go back to sleep and do it later, but something was like, go ahead, light your candle, spill the beans now. Some people could probably hear it. They'll feel better. Some of you have a spirit baby that has been visiting you, that has been touching you, that has been touching your solar plexus, sacral chakra, like giving you these baby fever feelings, or just giving you these flashbacks of something about a miscarriage, an abortion, or an adoption. This spirit baby is for real here. Like it floats around in the sky in a womb sometimes as well, because some of you floats in a womb. Some of you had a miscarriage at an age, where the baby could have been developing. Some of you had a abortion where it could have been developing, because all I keep seeing is this wound, like the circle. I never had a baby, but yeah, I don't have a baby, but that spirit baby made me feel like I have a baby. But it's almost, I could see it. I'm just speaking like I never even been in a room where they had a baby to see that bag. But that's what I'm seeing is the bag, a circle. And it's like the baby floats around. Spirit baby. Whatever, this baby came to visit, to speak to someone, to give you some sort of praise, to give you something to look back on, to give you some type of a boost of ego, of being able to, do it again, have it do it all over again for some reason. It's almost as if I feel like this baby was coming to visit to give you a lot of love and courage at this time, because you needed it. It was like you need someone to hug you tightly. You needed someone that sees your dark secrets, your darkness, and your silent cries, and to remind you who you are, and also to remind you of that spirit baby. Like, that presence of that child was very, by the way, that was a gifted child. That child was very intuitive. That child was very psychic and knowledgeable, because I'm going to go into it later, but matter of fact, I'm about to go into it now, then do the cards. So mainly in the dream, the child was yay high, probably 5 when I got him back, I should say, because he was adopted and they brought him to me. And I picked him up from the airport. Yeah, we were having so much. We had a lot of fun. I could feel the love there, like the love, the connection was there. I'm home, in his heart and my heart. But he was a baby. He was 5. I would check on him every 5 minutes while he was sleeping, this and that. And then another part of the dream, he got a little bit older, and he was just saying he has to go back, because that's where his life. Oh my God, y'all. This really was a spirit baby. Like, this really was a baby. This really was a spirit baby, because now that I think about it, he was with me since 5, but then he had said he has to go back, because that's where he was born. That's where he was from, and that's what he knew, and I have to understand that. Oh my God. He was saying, I have to understand. This teenage little boy talking to me like that, and I'm up there boo-hoo crying, like bark crying. I swear, I don't sound like a man. I'm not a man. I'm a girl. I'm a woman. It's my voice this morning. I just told you, just got out the dream. But this child grew up from 5. I still had him. He was in his teens. And then he was speaking about, he it was almost as if, like, he didn't want to leave me either, but he had to. It was like he had to, because it was a spirit baby. It wasn't, the baby's not, alive. It's the spirit of that baby. So miscarriage, abortions, mainly, and I don't know why, the adoption as well, because some of you children have been adopted, and your parents are thinking of you and missing you. Stuff like that. They wish they could have changed when you were born, so that they didn't have to go through that. For some reason, he said when he grew up, when he was still with me and he became a teenager, he was so handsome, guys. I was so happy to have the handsome ass son. Like, he had little tiny freckles just like I do. And I'm not saying your child had tiny freckles, it was just the spirit baby. But he was brown skin, sandy brown hair. Like, he was pretty, really, really handsome. And I was like, oh, look at my son. But, okay. So, I don't want to go into it. It was a very beautiful dream. Like, if you are missing your baby, abortion, miscarriage, adoption is last, but abortion and miscarriage, and it was tough decision, you missing that baby continues to visit you. No cap. Like, I'm telling you, like, I did not even want to. I wanted to freaking go back to sleep just to connect back with the baby. For real. I really did. I was trying. Y'all should have seen me. I was really trying to like go back to sleep just to connect with the baby. Like it was crazy because when he got older, he was so freaking mature at a teenage age. Because that was when he was saying, we was walking in the mall, and he was very tall. Not very, very tall, but he was a nice kid, very handsome. Something you would look at and be like, damn, I birthed that, and be proud of yourself. For some reason, in the dream, y'all, it's early. I can't believe I got my ass up to do this. I can't believe it. I would go back to sleep and write it down and do it later, but I'm up. Some reason, when he was a teenager, he said, I keep repeating this because it was just a sad ending. He just said he has to go back. He said, I'm talking about my voice. I'm a girl. It's morning. But I wanted to go back to sleep just to connect and get some more. But at that age, walking in the mall, we were talking, and he was just like, I have to go back. I'm going to have to go back. It was like he was saying he have no choice. Either way it go, even if he wanted to stay here, he has no choice but to go back. Because he said he has to. That's just where he was born. That's where he's from. And that's just a part of what he has to do. And I'm thinking, he got to go back into the divine realm, spirit realm. He got to go back to where the universe, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to go back there. He cannot be here. He cannot stay here. He said, and I could tell by your eyes, you're very beautiful. You're very intelligent. You're confident. He said, you're very beautiful, real hard. And I broke in tears. He said, you're intelligent. He said that with emphasis, like you're very psychic. You're very in tune. You're very gifted. You're very knowledgeable. You're very powerful. He said it. He was a freaking teenager spilling all this to me. And I was freaking boo-hoo crying. Why? Because the spirit baby is very gifted as well. Imagine you having the child, or it being here. You would have had a very gifted spiritual child. Like, you would have had a son that was so gifted, like that paid so much attention to you, observed you, especially deeply in your eyes, knew your pain, felt your pain, knew when you were super happy, compliment you every day, called you beautiful. Like this little teenager boy, spirit baby. Yeah, I never had a dream like this before. Never in my life, where a child came to visit me and we had spent years together, and the dream was what? It was 5:55. I probably got up at like 1 minute, 5:56. 5:54, 5:55, and 5:56. It's like it's over. But the dream felt like years, because some of you could have been hurting for years after going through this. Some of you could still be hurting, thinking about it, rubbing your stomach. And most of you don't have children now, but you remember that. Or most of you do, but you still remember that. And it's just something that hurts. But that baby comes to visit you, whether you know it or not. Even when half of you, quarter of you have these had to put set up for adoption for your child. That child, but the adopted child, for you all that had adoption, because I have adoption as well. Even you guys that could have been adopted that still have not met your mother, I feel like some of you think about that and wish things could have been different from childhood to teenage to now, in a way, because I got my adopted son, but then he said he had to go back. But it was forcefully. It was not like he wanted to or anything. And when he seen me start crying, because he said it's like nothing no one could do, even if he wanted to stay, he had to go back. It was like I started to cry, and he just started to read into my eyes and started to tell me exactly who I was. Very, very strongly. That right there made my whole heart shine, because it was like, damn, you had a son that loved you, or you had some child that really, really. All right, I'm gonna stop in a minute, y'all. I'm getting into the reading, into the cards, because I'm up in here reminiscing in the truth. But really, he gave you a real scripture of who you are through your eyes. He said your eyes are beautiful. He was saying all this before he had to go back. He gave me a big tight hug. The hug was like energy transforming, or not transferring, energy transferring to one another, like him giving me a boost of more gifts, more love, more guidance, more strength, more confidence, and more beauty. Oh my God, he was doing that, and it was like making me shed so much tears, like in front of your little kid. It was kind of embarrassing, but then it was like he kept saying, he kept going with the you're this, you're that. I know you, you're strength. I don't know why, for some reason I just received a really nasty download for some of you. This part here is not for everyone. Like, don't make this one about you. Again, this right here is going to be channeling for so many different energies, and this is one particular corner energy what I just got. About being molested and getting pregnant out of that, having to have an abortion or something in that nature. I'm sorry to hear that, and that I keep burping because that's something true. I haven't had anything to drink yet, but I'm just saying, like, that little piece of corner of download that I just received was someone could have also been, you know, molested. I don't like to say it very loud, and I don't. It's just not. It's just a word. Harsh. It's a harsh phrase. And again, that ain't for all of you guys. That's just for some of you guys. Where you've been taken advantage of sexually and ended up pregnant from that. You know. That's this spirit baby is also speaking of you, missing you, sending you love, sending you courage. I won't channel that because that's just too deep for me right now, and it's still early and I don't want to do it. But when it comes to this spirit baby, like I said, this was a spirit baby. This baby is full of joy. This baby is full of love right now. This baby is sending you a lot of strength and courage because you are thinking of them. You know, you are thinking of a lot of things you should have never done, even when it came to abortions. You just think about a lot of things now. I feel like a lot of you have grown into a mature woman and a mature man. So it's like you guys have grown into these mature people. Some of you are very spiritual, or some of you are trying to tap into your own abilities and energy, and it's having you to think back on a lot of things that you've done in your past, or that happened, or that went a way you didn't want. It's like you're thinking of these things, and then your spirit baby came to visit you. The Page of Wands, it's just like a lot of things you are I don't want to say regretting, but forgiving yourself on, asking God for forgiveness, higher powers for forgiveness. Two of Cups, yes, this baby came to visit with lots of love and joy. This baby wanted you to know you are very much loved. The baby thinks of you. The baby misses you. Even adoption, like parents, you know, even if you are watching that was adopted, you know, your mother is missing you. Your family, your real family, is wishing and thinking back on a lot. They're thinking back on the things they could have changed. Like I don't like to channel so many different stories. A lot of them are thinking back on the things they could have changed, and a lot of them are actually, when it comes to being the adopted portion of this energy, not the abortion and the miscarriage, but the adoption portion of this energy here, a lot of you are missing the womb. You know, a lot of you are missing what's real, wishing it could have been this way, that way, and even the parents are as well, trying to forgive themselves of a lot of things they could have put differently. I feel like your love is wanting to connect. The love is wanting to connect and try to build an even stronger boost of love here. When it comes to the adoption, the adoption energy, guys. Now, I don't want all y'all to be For some reason, now, if you've had a miscarriage of some sort or an abortion, now we're on that. I feel like the spirit baby wants you to heal your wound. Your wound is not fully healed. I feel like you need to really heal it. It's like dead inside. I feel like the spirit of that baby wanted you to connect with your sacral chakra and your womb area and try to do like some type of self-love ritual or just a yoni steam and spiritual bath for 5 weeks. You have to do it consistently. I don't know why they're saying 5 weeks, but 5 weeks, like they're saying to do this. Number 5 is very significant, like 555, even 777, 222. But one thing about it, I feel like this spirit baby is saying to go back and heal that area in your body. Like, I'm not even kidding. Some of you that are not intelligent enough or mature enough to be on here to be listening to this, that's saying anything out of the way, please go away, because you're being very disrespectful to spirits and you're being disrespectful to people that need to cope with this message. So please go away before I get disrespectful. Boom. Now, back. Now, your spirit baby was speaking about healing. I want you to know, in those areas, like if you come on your period, it could hurt. You could be down and out when you come on your period. Like, they want you to, the spirit baby want you. Now, don't get me wrong, the spirit baby could have been a girl too, because I woke up thinking like, why I didn't see a girl? You know, because I want a daughter one day, but it's like, why I didn't see a girl? And then it was a boy, though. It was a precious boy. I wanted to meet the boy again. But anywho, speaking of cleansing your sacral chakra and your womb chakra, you could do this. It's something significant about 5, like I said. Now, I don't know. I do know. I really want you to do a 5-week cleanse of that, or a 5-week prayer, manifestation, or ritual where you are healing your wound and asking for forgiveness of that, bringing that part of your life to some sort of closure and some sort of comfort, to where you can live peacefully and not have it weighing on your conscience or in the back of your head. For some of you, I feel like you guys are needing to just heal that area because you are not fully healed. The emperor here, yeah, you guys would have had like that's that little boy. That's that boy who is, some of you could have had this done several years ago, a long ass time. Some of you could also some of you if it's a masculine energy on here, I feel like a masculine is also sad about and regretful about childhood, abortion and miscarriage or whatever with his woman. I feel like a lot of you masculine energies are also in your head a lot about that, about having to do that, or about creating that within your girl's life. Like, some dudes be like, I don't want no child. Like, I feel like a lot of them is like, or they get scared when it happens and they act like they don't want it or they don't want you to have it. It's like someone here, masculine energy, is in regret. It's going through a lot of karma for putting a woman through that, for even leaving a woman hanging when it comes to that, for putting a woman through that. So I have the Hermit card here, and mainly what this card is saying, a lot of you guys could be silent and you know what, a lot of you could be currently healing from stuff like this. Like, a lot of you could be in deep thought and prayer, trying to gain a lot of your sense of knowledge. I feel like you guys are in hermit mode because you don't want to come across having to do that again. I feel like a lot of you want to take care of yourself and try to, I don't know what this is. I feel like it's a lot of regrets here. Someone is in regret here. 3 of Cups as well. Someone is in regret. Like a male figure is in regret. He is also in regret for having a family. Now, this one right here ain't for everybody, but this is what I was trying to get out. some masculine energy, some dude really did a girl wrong, really wrong. Like, they could have had a child together. He could have acted like he didn't want it, but now he's with someone else wanting to have a child and a family, happy love life, this, that, and the third. I feel like someone here is gonna meet someone and it's gonna be a happy life if you have not already. I feel like this is what's to come for you. You may be in this deep depression, but it's almost as if like this dude is receiving karma for doing that. Like, this dude really messed you up about it and then turned around and had a whole nother family and life with someone else, and it's just totally mind bothering you. But it's almost as if like you are healing from this. Like I told y'all, I'm picking up several different energies when it comes to this. It's like you're healing from this, and you're walking into this 333, and like you're walking into this divine connection, or just this connection where it will be fulfilling. You will feel the energy transferring from one another, from you and another. This Three of Swords is speaking of a relationship that totally broke your heart into pieces, especially when you see that this person has moved on with another woman and started to do the things you guys were supposed to do, or he promised you this, that, and the third, and he's doing it with this person. It's almost as if like this person is pregnant or something, or this person could be having a child, and now this dude is in regret of thinking about what he has done to you. You know what? I also feel like he is afraid because the woman, the woman requires so much. The woman is nothing compared to you in a way. It's almost as if like he can't be his true self. He's regretting even dealing with this person and getting her pregnant or leaving you. He's in regret of leaving you and starting a family or starting something fresh with a different woman, taking trips, doing this, that, and the third. They having the time of their fucking lives. And, you know, why couldn't he just speak those things into you instead of feed you with all that and then turn around and want something different and start something different? You know, it really broke you down, but it's almost as if like payback. Get the payback. Y'all know that song, that old school song, Get the Payback, how it go? I don't know how it go, but it's like, payback, something. It's something like that, because one thing about it, they birthing a karmic baby, and I hate to say it, they birthing a baby, and some of them have a miscarriage. It's something in that nature. Some of them are not even able to have a child, or they've had something like that. And this person they are dealing with, he is very much having a child by them and someone else. So you should be happy that you are set free from that type of guy, that masculine energy. Y'all see how I'm picking up on all these energies within this baby spirit? It's crazy. And I'm gonna stop in a minute because my head, I don't want to be doing that because I wanted to talk about the one particular thing. But anywho, this ex-lover is definitely in regret. Is definitely being haunted. Definitely birthing a karmic baby. A baby that is going to be full of, and I hate to say it, all babies are full of love. I'm not here to say it's the baby's fault, but the connection and all of that. Matter of fact, I won't even say anything about it, but karmic baby. This person is in regret because it's not what he expected. It's a hell. It's taking him through hell because of the person he's with and what he got. It's almost as if like him delivering that nut into her depressed the hell out of him. It caused him to feel so low of himself. It's like karma instantly hit as soon as he did that. It's like he feels so exhausted, drained, and feel like his energy is being tampered with, by evil, karma, negativity. And it's also some of you, the ex-lover, their new lover is having a rough delivery. They having a rough ass, it hurts so bad to where they don't want to do it anymore. Like, they had a hard time through this pregnancy and struggle. Let's see what else we can get before I stop. The Sun card came out, though. It's all... So, I feel like everything that was stolen from you, broken promises, the sneakiness, even the portion of you that was your sexuality was taken from you. I feel like your wound needs to be cleansed as well. This message is for you too. Everyone here that this relates to, this section is part for you. The Sun card and the Four of Wands card, it equals new beginnings, prosperity, new family, marriage, and new children and baby. I feel like some of you are needing to prepare your womb for a new birth, a new angel baby, a new gifted child, because that is what is to come. Everything that was stolen from you, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially, because some of you helped this person. Some of you, was a lending hand to this person, and they did this to you. It's crazy. I also want you to know that guy, that masculine energy, and this could even be a female as well that did a guy wrong. So don't mix it up now. This could also be don't mess it up. I mean, this could be this feminine. Roles can reverse, because it can go masculines here too. Now, when it comes to this person, this ex-lover that caused so much dirtiness, broken promises, you can't do that. You cannot do that to no feminine woman in a relationship and then turn around and create a life with someone else, all because you're just evil and nasty, and you just because you just want to slang it around just because. I feel like you guys are that relationship. Spirits want you to know it's not even a happy home. They are having a lot of shit to deal with. They are trying to they walking around like it's like this person is faking their happiness with this other relationship. They are having struggles with money, keeping the bills paid on time. This dude is sneaking and cheating on that person while she's at home struggling with things, hard to keep food in the house sometimes, or having to, it's a lot of things that's going on with karma when it comes to that relationship. And that's exactly what this person gets. Like, you picked up the slack. Basically, the female picked up your slack, and it's not her fault. I'm not here to judge anyone, but I'm here to speak the facts of what's going on. And we don't have to continue to get into that, but they are lacking hard, and he is cheating hard on that family as well. Now, when it comes to you, you have the Sun and the Four of Wands. Just know that new beginnings are coming, celebrations are coming, marriage is coming, new family is coming, healthy birth is coming. Just a lot of good. Yep. Or struggling. But the last what I want to say is also the person that caused you sexual harm is under judgment. Everything they have, they're losing it. It's being taken away. For real, like real at a rapid speed. All that flashiness, all that getting fresh, all that is coming to an end. All that shopping. It's almost as if this King of Pentacles, very much in their bag, very much stylish, but it's like all that's coming to an end. They're under a spiritual attack. They're going through a lot of karma right now, mentally, physically, financially. They're trying to see what's next in their finances life. New beginnings for you, though. The Fool card, a rebirth for you. So, you guys, I want you to know that Spirit Baby's thinking of you.